From Kimbane Headland, I headed off to the Carrick Rede bridge to do the rope walk. On the walk down to the bridge, I spotted a ewe in trouble and rescued her. It involved jumping over the fence twice, and I was really glad not to fall flat on my face in front of a load of witnesses. I was lucky I went so early because on the way back up I met the film crew for How to Tame Your Dragon. Had I been a bit later and we'd met at the bottom, that would have been really interesting. When I first arrived in the morning, there was 3 or 4 cars parked on the side of the road at the steps that lead down to this pool, where a lot of local people learnt to swim, and there was about 4 or 5 wild swimmers in the pool earlier, but I went off and waited till they got out before filming. And fortunately, down at Severick Harbour, you can't get your van in the car park because of a height barrier, although that may alter in the summer. They may open it up then. I just parked really, really tight to the wall and obviously didn't leave it for too long, about an hour or something. It looks a bit cloudy in this photo, but actually it was really nice and sunny. If you visit nothing else in Ireland, I highly recommend the Giant's Causeway. I'm a National Trust member, but either way, well worth the fee. Go early in the morning though to avoid the crowds. There are guided tours, but I took the audio tour instead, and well worth it just to hear the myths behind things like the Giant's Boot. It's not the most salubrious park up right on a caravan site, but it's level, it's quiet, out of the way, and you've got the most beautiful walks right on the doorstep. So you can walk through these gates here on a tarmac path up to downhill downhill to Demense, or you can walk this way along the clifftop path and again to downhill to Demense. So I take it as a win. This spot was absolutely amazing, although I recommend using a little dot on the map to get you there, because your sat-nav takes you in the wrong place. There are showers, a toilet block with showers, including a disabled shower, all for £1 for 5 minutes, and a fresh water tap out the back. Although it says no overnight parking, the gentleman said it was never enforced, and he and his wife came here regularly, and there was often up to 100 vans on the sand, and tents as well. It took me an hour to walk to this point, but you could actually drive there and under a 2.9 metre bridge and park on the sand. And once on the sand, you could even have a sauna. After an amazing 72 hours on Benone Beach, which is just in front of us, I left this morning after having a second shower, £1 for 5 minutes, and did a litter pick. There was about 300 vans and cars on the beach over the weekend, so it wasn't massive a litter considering, but there was still probably, I feel, 2 big black bagfuls. But yeah, that was walking a good mile along the beach. But just look at this, there's a road down below. You can see the ground actually in front of me drops away really sharply, and I'm looking out over to Southern Ireland, that little bit that sort of goes up the west side of Northern Ireland. And I am off to, I'll put the name up, to get some gas and do my laundry tomorrow, and then I'll put the name up again. I'm off to, I think it's called Carndonna, where I'm going to get Sky an EU passport. I've been quoted €100. Anyway, that will be in the next video, which will start with the rather boring chores of doing all my laundry. Thank you, Sky.